Yo, what is up, guys? It is VinnyPog215, and we are. This is actually not a live commentary. This is actually just me. I recorded all of this, and I'm gonna talk over it. And I actually wanted because I actually wanted to have my full attention on this story. All right, and this story is about the number that I got from a girl that I waited on at my job. I am a server at On the Border. If I have not told you yet, I probably did, but hey, just want to get that out there. I'm a server on the border. Plug in. It's amazing. So I wanted to share y'all with this, the story with you. So to yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday was August 29th. Um, I was waiting tables, and all of a sudden, I got satted. There's three ladies. There's an older lady. Her name, I don't know these girls' names. I just know the one girl. Her name was Marie. But there was an older lady. Think it was Marie's grandma. There was another little older lady. It was probably her mom. And then there was Marie. Now Marie looked about 19, 20. Not gonna lie, she was very beautiful, and all of a sudden, I was waiting their tables. I was kind of giving them a little flirt so I could get a little extra tip, and see if that would work, and it did. Actually, they didn't really give me that much tip. They actually gave me like $6, and their meal was like 50. So I mean, not all that great. But anyways, um, I got I got them all situated. I got their drinks and everything. They were not rude to me, but they were a little rude. You know what I mean? Um, and their food wasn't how they came, and I was very apologetic. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm very sorry. Let me hurry up and go. Let me go and get you what you wanted." And I fixed it and handed them food, and they sat there for a while, ate their food, and I filled their drinks up, and all that other waiting responsibilities that I was supposed to do. Now, I was not expecting this at all, but I was cleaning off their table when they left, and I saw on the receipt it said Marie with the smiley face and her number. I was like, hold up, this is awesome. And so I took it, I put it in my pocket. I showed some of my coworkers. I was like, check this out. Guess who got the digits? And I was like, me, I got the digits. And they were like, dude, you go, boy. And they were like, oh, you're gonna text it? I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna text it. Like, why wouldn't I not text it? and so, um, and so I went and I went home, and showed my dad. I was like, bragged about it to my dad. I was like, dude, I got this girl's number, and I'm gonna text it. And he was like, don't text it now, all right? You just got off work, wait a little longer. And I was like, okay, fine, I will wait longer. And so it was about 7 o'clock. And I was talking to my buddy Johnny, and I was like, dude, I got this girl's number today at work. Let's text it. What should I say? I was freaking out. I was like, this is my first impression. This is my first text to this girl that I could probably wind up marrying. I'll get to that. And so he was like, all right, just be cool, calm down. And I was like, all right, I'm calm. And he was like, now, did you waited her at work and everything, right? And he was like, yeah. He was like, all right, start off with this. Hey, it's Caleb. I was your waiter earlier today at On the Border. How are you doing? Or how is it going? I was like, and so I was like, all right, that sounds good. So I typed it up and everything, and I was freaking out. I was like, the punctuation needs to be perfect. I put the commas where it needs to be. I put the periods where it needs to be. I put the question marks where it needs to be. I didn't want to seem too excited, so I didn't put any exclamation marks. Actually, no, I lied. I said, hey, exclamation mark. That's where I was. And so I didn't get a response for about 20 minutes. And so I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl does not like me at all. She doesn't want anything. She's like, oh, this is creepy. Why? But then I was like, why would she give me her number if she's not going to text me? You know what I mean? And so wind up, she texted me back. She was like, "Hey, Caleb, what's up? How's it going?" And I'm like, "I just asked that." But no, I didn't say that. I was like, "It's going good. How's it going with you?" She's like, "It was good." And I asked her about her day. She was like, "It was good. I went shopping." And I'm like, "That's awesome." And she was like, "How was work?" And I was like, "Well, this is where it got good." She was like, "How was work?" And I was like, "Dude, what should I say?" And he just was like, "Dude, you know what you need to say? You need to say something very witty, there we go, and very funny." And so I was like, "All right, I got this." And so I typed it. I was like, "It was pretty okay once, but it was sad when you left." And he was like, "No, don't say that. Don't say sad. You're pushing it too much." And so I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "Say something like this. Hey," or say something like this. He was like, it was okay until you left, and then it was boring." And it was golden. I was like, "Oh, this is perfect." So I typed it up. I sent it. She was like, "Oh, you're so sweet." And I'm like, "Thank you, thank you." And I was like, credits to my brother. And then she goes, "So I haven't really done this before." Or no, and hey, what happened was she didn't text me at all for like an hour. I'm like, "Oh, dude, I was freaking out." I was like, "Oh no, I was too pushy on this," and and then I was like, "Oh, this is not good at all." And so all of a sudden, an hour later, I texted her. I was like, what you doing? What are you doing? Like, what's up?" And so she's like, "Oh, I'm very sorry. I was getting ready for bed." I was like, "It takes you an hour to get ready for bed, lady?" I was like, "Are you serious? Are we kidding here?" And she was like, "Yeah, it took me. I was getting ready for bed and everything." I was like, "Okay, all right, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." And so I didn't text her for like 20 minutes. I was like, "What should I say?" And then I was like, "Let's start getting to know each other." I was like, "So, tell me a little about yourself." She was like, "I don't know how to do that. I've never done this before." I was like, "Well, I've never done this before either. That's why I'm asking you to tell me." I was like, "Fine, you know what? I'll start it off." I'm like, "I'm 18 and I work on the border." And I was like, "But you already know that." And she goes, "Oh my gosh, you're so young." I was like, "This is not what I wanted to hear at all." And I was like, I'm like, "How old are you?" And she's like, "I am 24. I'm like, "Oh, dang. That is bad." And I'm like, "Well, I could work with 24. 24 is not that big deal." And she was like, "You are way too young. I'm very sorry." I'm like, "Well, what's up?" And she was like, "I have kids." And I'm like, "Oh, crap. I just got this girl's number, and she has kids. This is just my luck. It's just my luck." And so I figured this out. I was like, "Oh no, this is bad." She's like, "It's kind of scary." I'm like, "How is this scary, first of all?" And she kind of was like freaking out too. She's like, "This is super scary. I can't do this." I was like, "Whatever." And turns out she has 3 kids. She's 24, and I'm 18. I am not trying to get in a relationship with a 24-year-old that has 3 kids. All right, I actually kind of wanted to text her and be like, "Hey, you want to hook up?" But I didn't. I was like, I'm gonna stay clean here and not do that. But well, yeah, that is my story for with the texting. Girl gave me her number. Dude, it was so weird. I was never happened to me in my entire life. That is the first time, and I did not like it. So I'm gonna stick with my age, no kids or anything. All right? Yeah. I suggest you all to do the same. Benny Bog signing off for the last time until next time. See y'all in the next episode.